Seems to be a little better. How you guys doing? Welcome to Astro Einstein. Don't you guys like this ability to record and see the whole room? Isn't it awesome? Now, I just published my website, which I'm actually working on. It's called astroeinstein.com, where you can just get more information, knowledge of astrology in a fun way. And yeah, class, today I'm going to do a little jump ship so you guys can understand your chart a bit more. We're going to be talking about aspects. Yeah, aspects. You know, when you look at your chart, you have the chart at home, and then you have this this circle, and then you get all those little things like those, and then you have lines going to them. Well, those things are called aspects. And what are aspects? What are aspects? Aspects are the relationships between two planets or 2 points in a chart. Yes, I said 2 points, because in charts, your midheaven, your ascendant, your descendant, and your IC are considered points. And other points as well, like your north node and your south node, your vertex and your anti-vertex. Okay? We can have some points where we have bad connection. So what's going to happen is going to be paused for a bit, and then it's going to come right back in. But I hope you guys just stay tuned while you're talking. And feel free to actually message so I can be able to see your message or questions while I'm talking. That is the beautiful part about this. All right. So, aspects. Let's go right to it. This Venus that we looked at last week. We're going to put this aside to our review corner. And we're going to look at aspects. Now, there are things called the major aspects and the minor aspects. The only thing that we're going to focus on in this beginner's astrology course is major aspects. And why do they consider major? Why? Because of the energy that goes behind them. That's one reason. The angles themselves that are more common in charts. So let's look at the word aspects. And I think I started to teach you guys about some of the major aspects that you have in your chart. In conversation, we talk about them. You know, stuff like the conjunctions. Then you have the sextiles, the trines, the squares, and the opposition. Those are considered major aspects. Now I'm going to draw how they look. How they look when you see them on a chart. You're going to see how they look on a chart. Okay? And I'm going to use somebody's chart actually. Okay? So let's see if I could see some of your comments. Okay, show live chat message. Yes, show my live chat message. Okay, nobody, can you guys hear me? are you following? I would like to see what you guys are saying. Wait, hold up. What? Okay. So, hey, Carol. So in astrology, the distance between planets may affect the relationship between them. And they're pretty much called aspects. Relationships, the distance, relationships. Now, I named the 5 major ones, the 6 major ones, but I'm also going to tell you how they're interpreted. So they're mostly interpreted as hard aspects, and other people call them soft aspects. Okay? The soft aspects are sextiles, trines, and some conjunctions. The hard aspects are squares, oppositions, and quincunx, or also known as the inconjunction. I'll be following. But Kevin, you seem to be the only one following today, so that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw how they look. I'm going to draw how they look. So let's look at the power of these aspects, if I want to use that. You have the conjunction. And that is drawn like this. Sorry. Like that, with a line like that. That is the conjunction. Okay? Then you have, and this is known as a, like sometimes it can be considered a soft aspect, and between some planets is also considered a hard aspect. Now this is considered to be between 0 to about, and I like to do this orb, 10 degrees. So that between 0 and 10 degrees. So let's just say that, and let's just say you have Venus at 15-degree Gemini. Okay, you can't see the writing. Let me try to make sure you bring it in closer so you could see. And tilt it a bit. Okay, let's focus over there. Okay. Just tell me what it says, conjunction and aspects. And I'm going to do my best to make sure that it looks presentable. Okay, so the conjunction that you're looking at, let me see who this person is. So the conjunction, the sign you're looking at is called the conjunction. And the conjunction, that's the reason why you can't see this, because this thing is tilted and I need some tape to tape that up. Oh gosh. Gotta give me a moment. I'm sorry. But that's conjunction. And it's 0 to 10 degrees. Okay. So let me give you the example. let's just say you have, let me use another planet. Let's say you have your sun in, let's just say 15 degrees Cancer. Okay. And in your chart, you also have Mercury in 19 degrees Cancer. Because it's in between the 0 and 10 degrees, that will be considered a conjunction, meaning closely related, close connected. Okay? You got that? I don't want to move on until you get it. And what does that mean? This is when the planets are blending together. Therefore, they act together. They act as one. Okay. All right. Let's see how this works if I bring it closer and tilt some more. Is that better? Waiting for your response. Okay, good. All right. So, the planets act as if they're blending together. Okay? So, like I gave you the example about Sun and Mercury Sun being in the 15 degree in Cancer and Mercury in 19 degrees Cancer. They're like 4 degrees apart, which still makes them a conjunction. So, the Sun being your vitality and the way you are, your core being, and Mercury being the planet of communication, short distance travels, your siblings, but mostly we're going to use it as an example for communication. This would mean that when you communicate, you speak from the essence of who you are. You speak with a more of a fiery energy. So you combine those two planets to come up with the delineation of the planets coming together. So you have Sun and your Mercury blending with each other to come and give you their energies together, presenting it to you together. Okay? They don't stand alone. If they are, there's another thing called combustion, which I'm going to explain later on. But conjunction could also be like a blind spot. What I mean by that, let's just say if, like the sun rays, you have the sun, and if you're too close to light, what happens? You're blinded. You can't see too far. You understand? So even though it can communicate very well, it also has some form of incapability of reciprocating or actually receiving information, so they're so used to putting out. There is a combustive energy. The fire in that sun, if it's very much too close, can be a bit too strong. I'm just using the sun for that, by the way. But conjunctions can also be with Moon and Mercury, Venus and Sun, any other planet or any combination. You could have a conjunction. Okay. So that's the conjunction. Okay. They're blending their energy together. Then you have the sextile. Okay? The sextile. And the sextile, sorry. The sextile looks a little bit different, but a lot more different. And the sextile looks like this. So let's write sextile. The sextile looks like this. Like a star, literally. It looks like a star. Okay? And the sextile, the sextile is 60 degrees, or, let me make sure that's focused, is 60 degrees or 2 signs away. Oh, shucks. So that's 60 degrees or 2 signs away. 60 degrees or 2 signs away. And what is the energy of this? So let me give you an example. Let me give you a little good example of what a sextile is and how it is manifested. Okay. So let's just say you have a talent, but you got to develop this talent. You know that it's not natural in you, but if you work towards it, you'll be very, very good at it. I mean, very good. It's like a gift. You understand? Sextile will be the equivalent to that. It'll be something that you literally have to focus on and put energy into to manifest. And it will manifest based upon the amount of energy you put into it. I would literally say that it's opportunity. The opportunity to put or get from is what the sextile gives to you. Okay? Sextile equals opportunity. You got that? Sextile equals opportunity. Conjunction equals prominence. You get that? Sextile equals the opportunity to manifest through your own action. After that, there is the trine. Trine. T-R-I-N-E. And the trine looks like a triangle. Literally. It is a triangle. Okay? And the trine is 120 degrees. 120 degrees. Okay? And this sign is 3 signs away. 3 signs away. So 3 signs away. And what's the definition of a trine? This is the gift. You know, some people have a trine in their chart, and you know what happens? First thing they say is, I don't know, I think everybody has this kind of gift. No. This is something that is given to you, and you're so natural at it. You're so good at it, and it comes so naturally that you think everybody has the same gift. Everybody should be able to do this, you know? What's so special about me? You know, it is something that you don't even have the capability of understanding that you do it is just so natural. Some people call it luck or a gift. And I'm going to write those words so you can understand. So conjunction equals prominence or power. Get that? The sextile equals opportunity. And the trine equals the gift, a gift or luck in that area connected to those two planets. Okay? Let's move on to the hard aspects. Okay? And the hard major aspects start off with the squares. S-Q-U-A-R-E. And you guessed it. It is shaped like a square. Literally like a square. And what is this? What is a square? The square is 90 degrees within each other, or 4 signs away. It is 90 degrees or 4 signs away. Got it? Hope you can see it clear enough. Oh my gosh. I'm trying. All right, so it's 90 degrees or 4 signs away. Next up. And what is a square? Sorry, let me explain that to you. So the squares are, I would consider them either obstacles or conflicts. Obstacles or conflicts. So, nobody really likes conflicts or obstacles, but they're very essential into growth. Because how can you have growth without friction? How could you have movement without friction? Think about it. An engine needs gas, oil, it needs combustion, fire, and just metals rubbing against each other in order for the car to move. So even if you don't have any squares inside, you know, people be like, I got so much squares, I saw so much oppositions. If you don't have an obstacle to climb over, if you don't have something to accomplish, what is worth living? And besides, whether or not you don't have a lot of squares or oppositions in your chart based upon your major planets, you still have squares and oppositions to asteroids and major points. So no matter what, you're going to have some obstacles. Some less than others. That's about it. That's about being human, isn't it? Yes, it is. All right. It adjusts to wherever I am. That's cool. So remember, squares are conflicts or obstacles that you have to go over. And this is 90 degrees within each other or 4 signs away from each other. Good? All right. Next up is opposition. The oppositions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got the conjunctions, the sextiles, the trines, the squares, and the oppositions. Opposition. T-I-O-N. Opposition. Sorry, I even spelled that wrong with 2 P's. Dummy me. The opposition. And the opposition is, guess what? The opposition looks like this. And it is 180 degrees or, sorry, 6 signs away. Is 180 degrees or 6 signs away. And what are the oppositions? The oppositions will be considered awareness. Also separation. You mean like what, why do they sound, why are we using both of them? Awareness seems to be so contradictory to opposition. I mean to awareness and to separation, isn't it? But that's just, when you are separated from something, you are aware because you can observe that. It's over there. You're separated. You're opposite it. So you're looking at it and you're observing it and you're giving it your critical eye because you really can't see yourself in it. It is the same way. It is considered a hard aspect. The squares, the oppositions, are considered hard aspects. I'm going to stop at those same 5 aspects because we're going to go and we're going to use those aspects in a chart. I want you to take a look at how they look in somebody's chart. Whose chart are we going to look at? You know what? My friend has a lot. So we're going to use her chart. But she has a lot of sextiles. And she has a lot of squares and a lot of oppositions. We're going to look at Tina Turner's chart. Yeah, that lady from What's Love Got to Do? Got to do it. So before we move on, remember conjunctions? The symbol here. And it's 0 degrees to 10 degrees in between that. It's according to the planet you're using. I use 10 degrees or when it comes to the sun and the moon. Other astrologers use 0 to 8, 0 to 7 is according to their discretion. They do the sextile, S-E-X-T-I-L-E, and it looks like a little asterisk, and it's 60 degrees or 2 signs away. Okay? Sextile, 60 degrees or 2 signs away. Then it's a trine, which looks like a triangle, and it's 120 degrees away or 3 signs away. 3 signs away. Then you have the square, which is pretty much exactly how it looks physically. And that aspect is 90 degrees away or 4 signs away. Okay? And the last one of the major ones that I'm going to be focusing on when it comes to you guys are the opposition. And that is, it looks like this. 2 points opposite each other. And that is 180 degrees away. Or 6 signs away. You got that? I want you to suck that in. I'm going to repeat it. Conjunctions, 0 degrees. Sextile, you have that's 60 degrees or 2 signs away. The trines are, that's 120 degrees away or 4 signs away. I mean, 3 signs away. The squares are 4 signs away and 90 degrees. And then you have the oppositions, which is 180 degrees or 6 signs away. All right. So, what we gonna do? We gonna look at Tina Turner's chart, and I'm gonna draw it for you. Okay, so let's start at, we're gonna say Tina Turner, her natal chart. Let's try to draw it as pretty as possible. Yeah. Don't make fun of me, okay? So we're gonna start off with the lines, which is this. No, we ain't doing it like that. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it like that, and we're gonna do a little circle. Make sure it's as un-egg-like as possible. And then what we're gonna do, instead of drawing all of this, that line, we're gonna erase that. We're gonna do a circle within this circle. And a circle within that circle, we're going to draw our houses, which is the first, second, and third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, 7, 8, and 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay? Hope you guys following. If you're not, then you're gonna get lost. So Tina Turner is a Leo rising. Okay? So on our first house, we're going to put the sign Leo. Okay? And we're going to draw a glyph. So you're going to learn how to know these signs. Okay? So it goes like this. You're going to see that as a sign of Leo. That is Leo. Okay? I don't know if you can see it very well, but when I'm done, I'm going to show it to you clearly. Next up, anyway, let me just draw him. Okay? That's Mercury. Virgo. After Virgo is Libra. And then after that, Scorpio. After that is Sagittarius. After that, you have Capricorn. After that is Aquarius. Let me just make sure we got it right. Yeah, so it's Aquarius, which is Aquarius is Pisces, and you draw like two fish, so it looks like this, line like that. Then you have Aries, which is like that, like the ram's horn. After that is Taurus, and then it's Gemini. And then you have Cancer. And Cancer is drawn like I'm glad you're following, because I'm going to be drawing Tina Turner's chart. I'm going to give you examples of the aspects. So we're going to focus first on the conjunction. And Tina Turner has her sun in the sign of Sagittarius, the 4th degree. So we'll have it like this. So let me explain that to you so how it looks. So each one of these have 30 degrees. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that goes all around the whole chart. 30 degrees in every single house. In a chart that you guys use, you won't see that. But I'm just giving you an example of the degrees. Okay? Just drawing it, and as I go, I'm going to draw it so you could get a picture of how many degrees are in a house. All right? So she has her sun, which is drawn like this, at 4 degrees. We're going to go into the numbers that follow that. 4 degrees, 1 minutes. She also has her Mercury, which is drawn like this, at 7 degrees. Mercury. Okay, so we're gonna minute focus. So she has her sun at 4 degrees and her Mercury at 7 degrees. We all know that in between that 0 to 10 degrees orb space in between, those planets are conjunct each other, which means that they blend as one. So this means that Tina Turner voices how she feels based upon what's going on. So she has a vibrancy with her voice. She has a sense of vitality the way she speaks. This could be sensed by even the way she sings, even the way she communicates. You understand? So Tina Turner has that conjunction because of the degrees that her Mercury and her Sun has. They're very, very close to each other, only separated by 3 degrees, which still makes it a conjunction. All right? And it's in her 5th house. And what is her 5th house? 5th house is about fun, about drama, about acting, about singing, about dancing. And what that means is that Tina Turner is the kind of person that her core is performing, is acting and being in the front of the stage. Even the way she speaks is very much the same way. All right. The 5th house also deals with kids. And we all know that she has a very, very, very good communication with her children as well. When Mercury is sitting there, the planet of communication, sitting in the 5th house, means that she can communicate with her children very easily, and she's a child herself, because the sun sitting in the 5th house means you have a childlike energy, vibrancy. So that conjunction makes her to be able to speak, which represents the communication side, her essence of who she is. That's how the conjunction plays out in her chart, in the sign of Sagittarius. Okay? Next up, we have the sextile. Okay? And she has a moon in the sign of Gemini. She has a moon in the sign of Gemini at the 7th degree. So we're going to draw the moon like this. Let me draw a little bigger so you can see. She has a moon in the sign of Gemini at 7 degrees. Okay? At 7 degrees. And what is her moon sextile to? Well, her moon is sextile to Pluto, which is located in the sign of Leo at the 2nd degree. So we have Pluto here, and Pluto in some charts is like a P, like this, which y'all see before. And then you have this sign here. Looks like Pluto, all right? I'm gonna bring it closer when we're done, so I can explain to you a little bit more. So that's Pluto, and she has it at the 2nd degree. This is 2 signs away. One here, 2. And it is 60 degrees away. How do we know this? It's because this is 30 degrees. From 7 to 7 is 30 degrees. From 7 degrees in Gemini to 7 degrees in Cancer is 30 degrees. And then you have almost 30 degrees again when it comes to Pluto in the sign of Leo. So that makes it within 60 degrees. And that makes it a sextile. And what remember we said a sextile? What is a sextile? A sextile is what? 60 degrees or 2 signs away. And it is a what? If you guys aren't following, I guess I'll have to tell you anyway. Sextiles are an opportunity. It is the opportunity to be able to use those planets the way you can or possibly will. Okay? Sextile is the opportunity. So let's use this. Her moon is conjunct Pluto. Sextile Pluto. And by looking at sextile Pluto, let me give you an example. Sextiles are soft aspects. It means that the energy you put into it, then you get that reciprocated based upon those 2 energies. And the moon in Gemini is a very communicative moon. It likes to talk, it's friendly, it likes friends. And Pluto is a very deep, mystical planet. It's a very secretive planet. So Tina Turner has what you would call the opportunity to be very, very much a deep and very spiritual person. Okay? The more she uses that or goes with that opportunity, the better it is for her. Does she know this exists? Of course she knows now. But it's laying there for you waiting. So all your sextile in your chart would literally give you the opportunity to be able to use that energy in a more productive, positive way. Okay? And there are many combinations of planets that could be sextile. Next up is the trine. And the trine, as we know, is in a graph chart, like a triangle, and it's 120 degrees away or 3 signs away. 120 degrees away or 3 signs away. And what is a trine? A trine is a gift. It is what you would call luck. You do it so easily. These planets blend so much together that this person does it so easily. You could hardly. They probably themselves think that everybody does this. It's just natural. I don't know. I just do it. And she has a trine inside her chart. Where's her trine? So I can explain it to you a little bit better. Her trine is sitting. So she is Jupiter and the sun. Let's not go with that. Jupiter. So let's go with Sun and Pluto. She has a sun 7 degrees and 4 degrees Sagittarius, and a Pluto in 2 degrees Leo. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 signs away. Sorry, yeah, trying. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's not 3 signs, it's 4 signs. My apologies. It's 4 signs away. The trines are 4 signs away. Okay? So we'll just draw a line from our Pluto, and it'll look like this. We'll draw a line from our moon to our Pluto, and it'll look like that. You see the length between this one and the length between this? So this one is shorter, this one is longer, but they're all blue. In your chart that you have anything of they're all blue. And what is that for her? What comes naturally to her? What comes naturally to Tina Turner as a gift or luck is that she's a natural performer. Remember, her husband got really upset because he went in the background in the shadows, and she just became so popular. Everybody just loved her. Well, that's what Pluto in the first house does. It makes people either love you or hate you at first sight. It makes you magnetic. And what she done, or what she could have done, was draw people to her easily, just through her vitality and her talent. Because the 5th house represents your talent and your skills, your natural ability, things that you find fun and creative. So she had the ability to naturally draw people, which is represented by Pluto, to her through her natural talents, which is her sun, being trine to each other. Okay? That's how, and it's a little bit more, but I don't want to over exasperate you. Next up, we have the squares. And Tina Turner has her moon square Mars. And Mars is sitting in her 8th house. So Mars looks like this. I remember it's 30 degrees in each one of these houses. And her Mars is on the degree of 4. Remember, her moon is at 7 degrees. And it is 1, 2, 3 signs away. 1, 2, 3 signs away. Okay? 3 signs away. And that makes it a square. 1, 2, 3. So she has a red line coming from that, which I don't have nothing to draw with, red. But we'll have it down back as a, or do I have a red line? No, I don't. So she has it square to her moon. Square. And what is a square? The square is obstacles. Squares are obstacles. It's challenges. Things you have to get over. And she had a Mars squared to moon. And what is Mars? Mars is the planet of aggression, conflict, and war. Yes. Squares are challenges. Yes. Thank you, Ami. Squares are challenges. And with your Mars squared, with her Mars squared to her moon, this would bring challenge, and the moon represents what you need to feel secure, what you need to feel connected. And her moon is sitting in her 11th house of friends. And the sign of Gemini, which rules, sociability, her ability to communicate. And with our Mars sitting there in our 8th house, this could mean that she would have conflict when it comes to her partner's money or her money, and also in connection with what she needs to feel secure, which is sociability, friends, that sort of stuff. And if you remember very closely by watching the movie, her friends was very much not for her husband at the time, which was Ike Turner. There was a conflict between her friends and her dude. She's making more money than her partner. So that actually also caused a problem in her home, which is also ruled by the moon. All right. So the conflict is challenging. So within herself, actually, not just her relationship with Ike, within herself, you could tell that she had a inner drive to feel secure, but that always was a challenge. She went through a lot of stuff when it came to her home. So the moon representing the home and Mars representing conflict in square to each other brought a lot of conflict in her home. Conflict in her home, unless channeled in a more positive light. That's the square. And now we're going to look at, oh, that's why it isn't 50. It's looking for me. And now we're going to look at the opposition, which is the last one we're going to look at. The opposition. And the opposition is 180 degrees from each other. Totally opposite on the other side. Opposite to each other. And what planet does she have opposite each other? Well, glad you'd ask. She has her moon in Gemini, 7th degree, opposite her sun. She also has it opposite her Mercury as well. It is 6 signs away. 1, 2, 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 signs away, or 180 degrees away. And what are oppositions? Oppositions are awareness and what else? It's awareness and, separation. Awareness and separation. So her moon is opposite her sun. Her moon is opposite her Mercury. What does that mean? It means that even though she can speak her truth, she doesn't necessarily feel secure when she does it. So she doesn't really speak all of her truth the way she should, the way she doesn't feel comfortable expressing her feelings, which are connected to the moon. And this has been said, I've been seen through the movie that she starred in, that she didn't really voice how she felt about Ike and how he was acting. She would keep that to herself and not really feel secure saying that. She didn't even feel secure expressing what happened to her friends. This is what moon opposition Mercury would do. Okay? So now you have the 5 major aspects. The 5 major aspects, and I'm going to review it. It is the conjunction. You have the sextiles. You have the trine. You have the square. And you have the opposition. We're going to focus on those 5 for now. There are more, which is called minor. And you have what we call the middle aspect. But that is after we go further into astrology. I don't want you guys to get all slammed down. This could be like medical school if you really, really cram you guys with every single thing at the same time. All right. So just letting you know. Homework. Yes. Yes, I'm giving you guys homework. If I can find it with 10. Okay, yeah, this is where it is. Sorry. I had it written down. Where is it? Okay, yeah. I want you to turn to you're going to turn to page 152, which is going to show you the aspects. You're going to see quinsunk, which I didn't really explain, but we're going to get to that. But I want you to focus on the opposition, the trine, the square, the sextile, and the conjunction. And what your assignment is, you're going to locate, and you're going to send me this assignment, which you guys have been lacking in sending me assignments. And, you know, I respect you guys, but you have to do a little bit more, you know, more of my work. Thank you very much. I need you guys to do more of my work. All right? Which is actually your work. The more you do it, the more repetitive you go with it, the easier it becomes. You have page 156 to do. That's 156 and 157. That's page 156 and 157. If you need further explanation on the aspects that we spoke of, then you could review and look over 158. But page 156 and 157 is your assignment. That is my hour. It's 58 minutes, 25 seconds. It's been a pleasure having you guys tune in. Thank you, Ambi. Shout out to Ambi, who stayed in class all throughout. Thank you, Kevin, for showing your face and hopping out. Are you the guys? You probably didn't find the time to tune in at this moment, but I appreciate it if you do watch the videos, and we appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay? Look forward to hearing you guys inside the WhatsApp group.